Hello?
Hey, Mom.
How are you today?
Yeah, I just saw you just call. I couldn't get to you this weekend. Her dad was here. We're pretty busy with the baby and everything. So
You were busy with the baby? The baby's doing good?
Yeah, he's doing good, but no, I mean, her dad was here and stuff, so I wasn't really
I didn't know.
attention.
I didn't know. Busy.
Who are you yelling at?
The dog. The beagle.
Mm.
So how's everything else going?
Everything's going good. I mean, you know, he's getting bigger. I mean, he's gaining like an ounce a day, so.
So what, her dad flew up from Florida?
Yeah, no, he left on Sunday night. He left. He came up Thursday night. Was here till Sunday night. It's a big help, though. I mean, he cooked dinner for us a couple nights. He went food shopping for us, which was awesome. So saved some stress here.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard from your sister at all?
I think Rebecca had talked to her. I don't know. I don't ever talk to her that much. I mean, I let Rebecca do all the communicating on the phone, as you know.
Well, she doesn't call. I've called her several times. She's never called me back.
That's Leanne.
I just give up. I give up, man.
Well, I'm sure she'll. We'll get to talk to her soon. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's gonna be.
I'm not worried about it.
Nah, you know how she gets. She's gonna be here though, like I think the 5th, I believe, of August. I'm not sure. For a weekend.
Oh, she's gonna come stay with you for the weekend?
Yeah, at least a weekend. I'm pretty sure. Maybe a week. I don't know what she's doing. What her plan is.
No, she must have told Rebecca that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure everything was okay, that's all. I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you're fine now. I'm out back,
Well, I know you don't get much sleep till you get up at, I worked all weekend. I worked nights all weekend this weekend. I worked at night.
No, I got up. She let me sleep till like 3 today, so I got plenty of sleep.
I'm like totally off my schedule because I'm used to getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and they have me work 4 days in a row night shift.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not used to that shit at all. It's not a big cat. Every time I'm on the phone, I either have a dog in my face or a cat grabbing me. They get jealous because I'm talking, not talking to them, and I'm talking to some other thing. I'm talking to some other thing in the phone here.
Talking to your son. Stay away from my mother. Bad dog, bad cat.
Yeah, it's not Monkey and Panda. They're laying down.
They're okay. Monkey and Panda can do whatever they want because they were my original babies.
They're still babies.
Oh, I bet they're big.
Could be 7 years old, man.
Well, when you do eventually visit, you should definitely bring them. They can definitely stay here with us. They'll be fine with the cats.
I don't know, TJ, if I'll do that.
Nah, we got plenty of room. The cats can run right up to the attic if they need be. If they want to hide.
I know that. But
no, I definitely want you to bring them if you can. They'll be fine here.
I would love to, but I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know, because I might have to rent a car. I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on because we have no money to fix the vehicle and no money to do anything.
I hear you. Yeah, we're pinching our money here as the month goes by, so we'll just scrape by.
Yeah, it's hard with that mortgage payment.
Yeah, mortgage payment and her car payment. The car payment's what screws us.
Yeah, that's the car payment that really messed you up. Yeah. That's what always messed us up. That's why I didn't have one.
Well, she had a car. She traded it in. I told her, I was like, your Honda only had like a little over 100-something thousand miles in it. I was like, why would you do that?
She could have got 300.
That's what I said to her. But I mean, it was only a 2-door. But I mean, now it's different with the kid. I mean, I guess we would eventually had to, but.
Yeah, you would have had to. That's why I had to get the Celica because of you.
She wasn't thinking at the time because we didn't have a baby or anything. This was a while ago. But now with the baby, man, she could have got a car for like $95 a month. She's paying $300 a month for that car, plus insurance.
Well, how much is she getting? I mean, how long she got that lease for?
It's like 6. It's not even a lease. It's like a car payment. She won't be paid off for 6 years. Albeit, I don't know.
Maybe you could sell it outright and then go to a lease for a month.
Yeah, we'll see what she wants to do eventually. I mean, as long as she can afford it, but I mean, that extra, $300 a month really adds up. I mean, the insurance is like almost $200 a month for her.
That's what kills you. I mean, you can make the car payment, but it's hard to put up the $200 for the insurance.
When you think about it, it's $500 a month because you have to have full coverage. I mean, like with a regular car, you only got to do liability. It's like $110 a month or something like that, if that.
Right.
It's like $90 for her a month.
That's why I don't have my Jeep fixed, okay? Because I couldn't afford the car insurance to have full coverage on the car insurance. Or I would have been able to get it fixed.
You missed.
Then my insurance would have went up anyway. So.
You well, this past week, Brody, like I think it was Thursday night. We have like a surveillance camera here, so like I went back and found the clip. He threw up all over. It was the first time he ever threw up. It was just like not a spit up, but a puke. He like she was holding him on her chest. She just got a shower. He puked all over her tits and then between her tits, and it was all on the side of his face. Oh man.
He probably just ate too much. He was being a pig.
He eats a lot, Mom. He's like a little pig, dude. He makes snort noises.
TJ, that's what happens with breastfed babies, but that's good. You know, I mean, that's why you kids got big and healthy. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I said
you did the same thing.
It's a good sign. His bone, he's got solid bones. I mean, he's got his very strong bones. Like the kid's like rock solid, so that's good.
That's what I'm telling you. I mean, you kids were like that. You were solid as a rock, man. You know.
Yeah, he's
solid.
He's healthy, all right. I mean, I'm keeping all the empty bottles of formula because I want to take a picture of how much a kid goes through, like the free ones that we got.
Well, that's what they asked me with you and Leanne when you guys started gaining weight. What else was I feeding you? You were only eating breast milk and got like that. Okay, he's eating formula and breast milk.
More formula than anything. I mean, she pumped again today, but it's hard to keep up. She does a feeding in the morning with him, like at like 6 when he gets up. And then, like, she pumps in the afternoon when she can. She's reading up on it. She has to start pumping more. That's what I told her. You got to start doing it, like, every day.
Yeah, you got to start doing it more. It's going to cost a lot of money in formula, man. Yep. Hundreds of dollars a month to feed that kid in formula. It's better to spend the money on the diapers.
Yeah, it goes through a lot of them, like 8 a day, 10.
But I'm saying, it's better to go through the diapers than have to spend for the formula. And you have to... Well, she can look online for that. I mean, I never pumped. I mean,
we can go online and
I didn't do that at all.
We're gonna get bulk formula, like powder mix, and make some. You know, we can find it all over.
Yeah, I never pumped at all, but she had pumped every 2 to 3 hours, and then the milk will come in faster. And I mean, you got to keep pumping, then it'll finally come in.
She's reading now. She's learning that she's gonna have to start doing it. It's just harder for her when I'm like, you know, taking the night shift and I sleep until noon at least. You know, it's like. No, it's hard. We got to make a schedule here. You have to write a schedule.
I know, but I didn't have anybody helping me. But everybody's different.
Yeah. Well,
everybody's different, and you guys do it together, so that's what you have to work on. That's all you got to do it together. But she just has to keep pumping, even if it's a little bit. She has to keep doing it every couple of hours because
Dad gave you a hand,
makes your milk come faster.
Didn't Dad give you a hand and stuff? Like, I guess he was working.
Are you kidding me?
No. What was he doing the whole time?
Getting stoned and going to work when he did work. You know how I was. I was in control of everything. Nobody helped me do anything.
Yeah, you were always in control. That's damn right.
You know, nobody helped me do anything. I took charge. But I couldn't have done anything anyway. I mean, I was breastfeeding and I didn't have a bottle. I didn't let you didn't have a bottle, neither did your sister. So what was he going to do?
That's true, yeah.
You know, what was he going to do? You guys are doing it together. You're feeding the bottle. I don't know how
you did it because she can barely handle doing that all day. I mean, he wants to eat like every hour, man, every 2 hours.
I told you it's every hour. And once she gets the hang of that, and then she can just keep pumping. You know what I mean? Once that milk comes in, she won't. You know what I mean? She can feed him the bottle with breast milk.
True.
Now the girl at work, I have 2 girls at work that have babies. They pump once an hour while they're working. Once an hour to fill up those bottles, and then they have a refrigerator thing that they keep. It comes all in a kit to keep them at work.
Well, she's only going to be here. I mean, able to stay home another 30 days, I believe. I mean, they might let her work at home a couple days because their work's real lenient with her. They come home a couple days during the week. We'll see what they decide to do because it's pretty much is going to be up to me during the day. I'm going to have to just feed them constantly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If her milk doesn't come in by then, if she doesn't pump enough, it's gonna be bottle fed the whole time because the milk just won't stay. It'll dry up. It'll hurt.
Yeah, she'll have to come home and
pump. You know what I mean? She'll either have to keep pumping now as much as she possibly can, or it'll be the end of it. I don't know.
She'll be pumping at work.
Because I never got to see what happens. Because I mean, you guys fed every hour. I mean, you were attached to me every hour for 6 months. I mean, that's just how it was.
Well, he's definitely colicky because as soon as you pick him up and he lays on your chest, he's quiet. He doesn't, you know, he likes to be held and rocked. As long as he's in the rocker, though, he's pretty good. But he eventually realizes he's in there and he wants to come out.
And also, breast milk goes through them faster. Okay, that's why they need to eat more.
That's what she was just saying. She's like, yeah, it goes through them really quick.
It does, but that powder formula, man, oh my God, for the next 6 months paying for that, that's a lot of frickin' money, man.
Yeah, so far we're still going through the free stuff, so that's good. We haven't had to buy anything yet.
Oh, yeah, well, it's a lot of money, because I know I sell it at work. I just can't believe it, how expensive it is. See, I don't know, because I never, like I said, I never bought Pampers, and I never used formula. That's what I told her mother when I was on the phone. She probably almost had a heart attack.
What did you use, diaper-wise? What did you use? I
had a diaper service for 2 months. I paid for a diaper service, and then after that, I bought diapers, and I washed my own diapers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that you can actually, there's some you can buy and wash when it gets out of hand, but it's a lot of work.
I mean, you can have a diaper service. I don't know if they have diaper services still.
I doubt it. Today, it's so cheap to buy. The diapers aren't as much money as they used to be. They come in like big, like crates of them. I could probably buy like a big bulk of like freaking like 300 or 400 of them at a time.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I had a diaper service, and that was for probably like 2 months. Then after that, you know, like with money, you know, or even having a diaper service, I would keep a diaper a week, and then I've got my own diapers, and they didn't even, you know. I mean, they would count them, but I was charged for them, but they were the good diapers, you know what I mean? You probably can't even buy them anymore, you know.
These
diapers, and then I had, you know, the rubber pants, but, yeah, I washed my own diapers. I never used a pamper in my life. I never had a bottle. I never used that shit. I don't even know. I mean, my mom did, okay? I mean, my mom fed me a bottle, okay?
I bet.
They all did, except me and Denise and Alice. Well, I don't know, Alice breastfed, but she wasn't like me.
Not as hardcore, yeah. I remember Alice breastfeeding when Kathleen was born, too. She was breastfeeding her.
Yeah. But as you can see, these kids weren't as healthy as you and your sister, okay? You just come from healthy stock, TJ. That's why I was so shocked when you got sick with your heart.
Yeah, that was
whatever happened, you know?
I don't even know where that came from.
But you came from healthy stock, okay?
That's because I didn't take care of my upper respiratory infection. I thought coughing up green mucus was normal. I should have fucking had antibiotics. I had it for like almost a year. That's what did it to me. I didn't know any better. I wasn't paying attention. I like spit it up. It was like normal to me.
No, it was what you know. All kinds of crap. People get that too, like now, you know? All kinds of crap you don't know. I mean, my girlfriend Debbie, I don't know if you know, she buried her mother and father within like 4 weeks of each other.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
The one on, you know, right there that I used to stay with all the time?
Yeah, in Delran, I know.
I'm still
How's she doing? You still talk to her?
Yeah, she's just beeping me right now, waiting for me to call her. She's beeping on the phone right now.
Well, that's good. You guys still talk.
She's the only person I talk to. I don't talk to anybody else down here.
That's
I don't talk to nobody.
That's good that you guys still talk all the time.
I've known her since I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, I remember you saying that to me.
Yeah, and the only reason why she wasn't around, I didn't let her be around when me and your dad, after me and your dad got married, is because she had a government job and your dad's friends, and then we were all, you know, did drugs. So I stopped hanging around with her for 20 years until your dad did that shit to me, and I went to her house, and that was the end of that. I was real good friends with her family, too. Went to school with her brothers. Well, the one brother.
Yeah, I like her a lot. She's really nice.
Yeah, but she just buried her father and her mother within the last 2 months.
Rebecca's grandmother just passed away.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was Wednesday or Thursday.
I thought
she
that.
passed. Yeah, it's a shame.
Is that why the dad came up here too?
No, he had already planned to come up for a while. This is her grandmother's from Rebecca's mom's side.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Yeah, she was really upset. Yeah. So it was
yeah, well, I miss my grandmom still. You never get over it.
No, you definitely don't. Her mom's hysterical. She's really upset about it.
I mean, you never get. I mean, I was grandmom's favorite grandchild. I was the first grandchild born into the family. So, I mean, that's why they all hated me. It's true. They were all jealous of me, but I took care of my grandmother. I took care of both sets of my grandparents. I always took care of them. I mean, my grandparents that you didn't know, my dad's family in that house in Bridgebar, I took care of him until right the week before he died.
Jesus.
You know, I did all kinds of stuff for them.
Much respect for you, man. I don't know if I can handle that.
I was really close to my grandma. I like how Rebecca was close to her grandma, so.
It's crazy how it repeats itself. You end up taking care, parents take care of you, and then you end up taking care of your parents when they get old. That's how it happens. It's always like that.
I know Grandma's certain because I live up here, but there's nothing I can do about it. Just like with you. I mean, I wish I was there, but I can't deal with that down there no more.
Well, Grandmom seems fine. She's so out, you know, she's always keeping active, and that's the secret to staying alive. You gotta stay active.
I did everything for my mom. You think they do anything down there for her?
No, probably not.
No, they don't. Okay, they don't, man. You think my mom ever had to do her sidewalks when it used to snow and I lived in Durango? I went there and did the sidewalks.
Yeah, well, who does them? I'm sure Kurt does them when he can.
That Kurt helps, but if he has to be at work at 8 o'clock,
yeah.
you know, I mean, they're not like me.
I want to have Grandmom come over here because she hasn't been to the house yet. I'm pick a day to like have her. We've been eating out on our deck like pretty much every night of the week. We have like somebody comes by. Friends.
Well, she's been like on Wednesday she has off, but sometimes she has her cleaning job. But today she probably did a kayaking trip today.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
That's why I call her first because I know she's tired. She's probably just getting in the door at 5 o'clock.
It's nice out today.
Wednesday, yeah, it was beautiful out today. And,
well, this is my first time being outside. I'm like used to coming out and being roasting. Yesterday it was like freaking the 90s again.
Yeah. What kind of air? What, you guys have central air?
Yeah, we have central air. We haven't seen a bill yet. I mean, we're waiting for it. We had a half a bill cycle because the guy that lived here before was like half in his name. So we're waiting to see what the full cost is running this thing. It's a small central air unit, so I'm assuming when it's smaller, it's not going to be as much. Because ours was really big in the Delanco house. I remember that thing would cost like $300 a month, $400 sometimes if you let that thing run.
TJ, our house was huge.
Well, this house is, Mom, it's the same thing. I blocked off the attic.
Yeah, but your ceilings probably are 10 or 12 feet tall.
No, they are. They're 10 feet. They're at least 10 feet.
Are they 10 feet?
They're like 12 feet, I want to say. In our bedroom, they're 20 feet. They're like 18 feet high.
Why?
It's a slanted one. It's like a curved bedroom. Like the ceiling's curved, yeah. So in the corner, it's like 18 feet. But our bedroom's right above the living room, so what I've been doing at night is just closing the vents into the living room and letting the air go up there to her because it gets really cold downstairs, like brutally cold.
Yeah, well, that's how it did in our house too. That's why you used to shut the vents downstairs. It always got colder upstairs. But that house wouldn't have survived if I wouldn't have put central air in that. It would have crumbled a long time ago, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering who's going to end up getting it, what they're going to do with it. I'm sure within a year somebody will have it.
Well, the other half is up for sale, Debbie said.
Yeah, it's been up for sale for a while. And Leo's house.
Delanco's too expensive, TJ. They've wrecked that whole. They've wrecked that whole town. They've wrecked it. It's done. It's done. The housing market there is just, beyond. I mean, like where you guys bought, you probably, you still have a good chance. You know what I mean? With everything, but
we live in it's like a community home too. So it's like a small little community area. There's like maybe like 40 or 50 houses involved in it. So it's
that's what I'm saying. But see, like the schools and everything, that's what costs you all the money in your taxes and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's the same price.
It's just unbelievable.
It's the same price here with the taxes. It's pretty much $5 grand everywhere you go today. $5-6 grand.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's only getting higher. I mean, I saw some place we're looking at there were $12,000 a year. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, yeah. Well, that's for your garbage. Like here, we don't pay for any of that. You have to pay for your own garbage. You have to pay for your own a lot of stuff.
I'd be fine with that if it dropped the taxes. I'd forget.
You know what I mean? It's just it's a whole different world here. A whole different world. Like I said, we don't have that much money. We wouldn't have been able to live down there ever. We would have never been able to live. With Bob's permanent Social Security and whatever job I could have had. I mean, I'd be stuck in some factory somewhere making a whole lot of money, but paying. I mean, still wouldn't make it. Plus, I didn't want to be around any other people anymore.
No, I don't blame you.
I come home. I don't have any friends. The only person I talk to on the phone is you, not my mom, and Debbie. That's it, man.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't talk to nobody. I don't associate with anybody up here at work. I say hi. I'm civil to them. I don't go hang. I don't go to their houses. I don't associate with nobody. I mean, Bob has a few friends here, but they don't. That's it.
Well, that's good. You need to have some kind of friends around you,
Well, he does. I don't associate with anybody. I have no desire to ever be around a bunch of people ever again or have friends ever again. The friends I had them for 30 years, and what the hell did they do to me? They wrecked everything. They wrecked my life. They did everything. They got involved. They butted in. For 20-some years they butted in, and I butt heads with them all. It's not worth it. That's how they are up here, too. As soon as you give them an inch, they'll take everything you fucking have up here.
Yeah, a lot of people like to be involved in your life too much sometimes. They like drama and other stuff. I understand that.
Yeah, I have no drama. Okay?
It's different.
You know how I get
it's different with men.
You know how
Men aren't really like that. It's more women that are like that. Men are never like that. It's rare.
Well, that's why I didn't have women friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Debbie's
Rebecca
the
has a
only
handful.
one.
Rebecca has
And
like
Debbie
a handful.
was the same way.
She has like a handful.
I mean,
of
I
friends
grew up.
that she stays close to.
I grew up with a bunch of guys growing up. That's how your dad met all my friends. They were all man friends. I didn't have any women friends. I didn't even get along with Debbie and Colleen. They used to get on my nerves. I only hung around with them. It was because the kids were little, and even then I didn't hang around with them a whole lot. I stayed away from them.
Well, it's hard when you're friends with, but then I know when they affect your life decisions and what you want to do. You got to keep yourself around positive people and.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this?
Well, you saw the people. They used to interfere all the time and try to take over.
I was meaning to ask you this. I was meaning to ask you this. Rebecca said that you got baptized.
Who did? Not me.
Oh, who got baptized?
Bob's into that stuff.
Oh,
not me.
Bob. I was about to. Okay, I was confused. I was like, wait, my mom got baptized. I was like, no. So
no. All
right, I was gonna say. I was like, wait a minute. No, I was like, my mom was all about making fun of those people.
That's his thing, not mine.
Well, that's good. I mean, sometimes you need that to keep your priorities straight. It helps.
Yeah, but if that's what he wants, that's what he wants.
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
Yeah, you support him for that.
I mean, your father used to wear a cross around his neck. They practiced. He had 2 aunts and uncles that were priests and ministers. I never got involved in any of that stuff.
I believe Leanne has Dad's cross. I remember that was the one thing she wanted. I'm pretty sure she has that. Maybe it's a fish necklace, I think. I know. I remember that's all he wore. Those gold chains. Him and his brother, man, they love those gold chains. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate gold.
I didn't. I'm not involved in any of that. I went and watched him be baptized, but that's about it. I don't get involved in it. This whole area where we are, it's the Bible Belt.
Oh, I bet when it's in the middle of nowhere, that's how it is.
Well, that's where you have
Where did he get baptized at? Did they do it in like a lake or anything, or did he do it?
Well, in
cool.
a big pond. His church is only like a 20 people congregation. The church has been there 100 and some years. It's
so wait, you watched them do all that and everything?
Yeah, I watched it.
How many people were there? Were there a lot getting baptized that day?
Yeah, they're probably about 40.
Oh wow, that was probably interesting.
Yeah, it was the carp. They were as big as I'm telling you probably about 5 feet in length.
What?
The golden the koi that were in this big pond. They've been there for over 100 years.
It was a pond. Okay, a pond.
Big pond, cool. Not a little tiny pond. A huge pond.
So a man-made pond. That's pretty
Here,
cool.
there's not hardly anything that's small. It's huge. It's a huge pond. But I mean, Bob can do his thing. I don't do anything anymore. Like I said, I only talk to Debbie on the phone. I mean, there was friends that I wanted to get involved with here, and then as soon as I did, they sucked me dry of money and wanted rides, and they just want to suck you dry, and I don't need that.
Nah, I don't blame you.
You know what I mean? I mean, I was friends with all those people all my life. Even before your father knew most of those people, I grew up with them, and look what they did to me. I never did anything except would let them kind of control everything, and that's when everything fell apart. When Leo wanted to take over our driveway and take over this and that, and they did all that nasty shit, man. That's why I don't want any of them, because they're not really friends. You know what I mean?
No, I understand. Well, it was a tough situation.
You only have a few friends in your life. Few people you can count on in your life. You know? I mean, people knew me all over Burlington County. I mean, I have hundreds of people that knew me all the time. If you go somewhere, I could go down to the frickin' shore and there'd be somebody there that knew me from another state. You know what I mean? But they're acquaintances, not real friends.
I know what you mean. I only have a handful of close friends that are like my friends. I got, the people I grew up with and certain ones that I still see today. Like, I have a new friend I've been friends with for like 3 years now, Ed. He's like definitely my best friend, and he does everything for us. If you ever need
something. So I'm saying, you meet somebody along the way, and, but like Debbie's the same way. Debbie doesn't, that's why Debbie's really upset that I live up here. She knows why. But she's lonely because I'm really the only person she can trust to be around me.
Well, when
a lot of nasty things have been done to her too.
When you do come visit, you should bring her over here too. You guys should come just at least hang out. Bring her over here for a day when you stay with us and stuff.
She probably wouldn't. She might come with me for the day, but I'll stay at your house for a day or two. But then the rest of it, I'll stay down with her.
Yeah, it's whatever.
She doesn't have anybody.
Well, Mom, you're welcome to stay here as long as you want. I'd rather you stay here as much as possible.
Well, like I said, it probably won't be till the fall, TJ. At least the baby will be bigger, and I'll be able to afford to get a whooping cough shot. And see, Debbie and them, none of them, like they all, like her. You remember Jessie, that Workman? That's Rex's daughter. She just had another baby. None of them got whooping cough things, but they're not like me. I'm here with a lot of people that don't use shots, and you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I never got, like, I haven't had any shots. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I know I still got to get the 2, and she's got to get 3, but, I mean, I figure as long as we're not around anybody, there's no rush. I mean, we're not around anybody, so. But I definitely, before like, wintertime and fall, I want to get, like, the flu shot, and the other one I got to get.
You know, you should get the flu shot and the whooping cough shot, and I don't know if you have to get something else or not. I don't know. I mean, I gave you all your records from Weingarten. They were in an envelope, big little envelope.
Well, the doctor, I mean, like we said, the pediatrician, he knows what he's talking about. He told us, you know, there's 2 that I got to get, so 3 for her.
Just those 2, right?
Yeah, it's a flu and something else. I forget what it is.
Whooping cough, I told you. The whooping cough.
I guess that's what it's called. I don't know.
Yeah, it's called whooping cough.
Whooping cough.
Like when like when my dad was little, that was rampant. Like when my dad was, 100 years, let's say he would have been in 80, 70, so.
You say 100
he would have been 75. So 75 years ago, that was something that was really bad. The kids died from it, people died from that. And now it's making a comeback the last couple of years because of all the foreigners and all the people that aren't getting shots. That is why that has come back. That is why the measles came back. That is why all this stuff has come back.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Dumbass people, man. They're just dumb. I mean, that's not why kids got autism. Kids got autism being exposed to chemicals. And that's the reality of things, the reality of everything becoming modern, all the modern stuff. I mean, I don't even carry a cell phone, TJ. We have one phone. We have no computer here.
I don't either. I bought a cell phone online. They actually have a free cell phone plan today. You just got to buy their phone. It was $100, and it works. It works. I mean, it works with Wi-Fi signals. So wherever you go, there's Wi-Fi. Like at Walmart, there's Wi-Fi pretty much everywhere you go, and it taps into that. And I mean, you're good to go. I mean, at least for text messaging emergencies. But I usually
you don't have to pay for that extra because you're around all the other hookups. Your phone hooks right into that, right?
Yeah, I was using an iPhone for a while and it does that, but sometimes I don't have signals, and this thing is connected to like, I don't know, like 50,000 or 100,000 like Wi-Fi signals. So I mean, it works really well.
Well, what's the thing that Uncle John had?
I don't know. I mean,
remember the thing they advertised on TV that plugged into your computer?
Oh well, yeah, that's just a basic line. You can do that with like any kind of internet connection. There's all kinds of free apps for that. You don't even need a phone. You just phone, it plugs into your computer, and you're good to go. But I mean, if I'm not leaving, we're not going to spend money like on the phone. Like I did the free plan, and they gave me the upgrade, and it was $20 a month, and then they ended up charging me because I didn't cancel it in time, so I ended up paying $30 for it. And I don't even use it; it just sits there. So now I brought it down to the free plan, so it's just my emergency phone.
Our phone is what is it? $59 a month. Okay, we have. I mean, if we had a computer phone, it would be free at internet, free unlimited minutes, and free unlimited text for $50.
We'll have to figure something out eventually to get like for us to have like the same plan of iPhones and stuff. So, because she pays like $30 a month for hers connected to like her work phone, but we were thinking about getting a phone plan where if you have like 4 people on there, it's like $30 a month, and you can have unlimited, FaceTime where you can sit there and have video conferences with me and stuff and see the baby. And it's cheap as hell. You just have to have 4 people on the plan.
Yeah, I just have to get another phone, which I'll probably do.
Yeah, they can be expensive. They can be the new iPhone. Well, not the latest one. You need like the iPhone 5, and it's like you can get like a used one for like $175, $150. It depends.
Well, don't you have the computer? Like when you have that thing, if Bob got the laptop,
internet, yeah, if you have internet, then I can have FaceTime with you and stuff on there for free on the internet connection.
I wish I understood all this shit.
It's pretty basic. I mean, if you get like a Mac...
I know, too. I know, but if you don't use it every day, it's like... it fries my brain, man.
Well, that's what Apple computers...
trying to get mad at me at work because I won't do nothing. Like, I'll only unload trucks and put up stock. I'm not messing with no computer. I'm not messing with no paperwork. I'm not doing any of that shit. They get pissed off at me, but I'm not even making $8 an hour. I'm not touching any of that shit. All those other people... in the offices, they get paid $10 an hour. Let them freaking do that shit, man. They get mad at me because I don't have a phone. I don't carry a phone around with me because they can't call me when they want to call me. care.
It's nice being able to not be reached all the time. It's nice. I've done it for 1.5 years now, almost 2 years. I love it.
Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? But I drive around here in the mountains, and that's why me and Bob usually stick together when we go anywhere, because, you know, really anything's pretty far except for my work. And even then, if something would happen to me and break down, it's a back road. There's a lot of people that know me because I work at the grocery store, but it'd be an 8-mile walk. Yeah, 8 miles walk.
What's your work schedule like now? What days do you work?
I always change it around. I always work Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then Friday night, and they always change it around. That's what's wrong with these people up here. Nobody has a set schedule. Nobody.
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, how would you like to work? Okay, here you are Thursday. You work during the daytime, but the next 4 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you work until 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's not fair.
And then the next morning, you have to be in at 6:30 in the morning.
That's why I liked working at the bar. I mean, it was every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I just put in like 30 hours easy. Like those 3 days, it was nice. It was easy.
Yeah, it's nice when you have, but they don't do that around here. Nobody has a permanent schedule. Everybody I talk to, all the businesses, nobody's on a schedule. They're all nuts. They are. They're as backward, as asinine as they can get. I'm not kidding you.
Asinine.
And I've told them that. I said, you know what you do to people when your people aren't on a schedule? I feel like I'm a fucking yo-yo, man.
Asinine. That was Dad's word, man. You're stealing Dad's words.
I don't even remember your dad's words.
Asinine.
You have a better brain than I do.
Oh yeah, I got all videos of it. I can't forget them, man.
No, but my brain is fried, TJ. It is. It's fried. There's shit I don't even remember. It's fried. When you go through a traumatic experience like I did over those 2 or 3 years, you lose. It's gone.
You lose your mind.
And the brain doesn't remember. It just doesn't remember. Mine doesn't anyway.
Yeah, the videos help me remind me of all the things he said. Asinine, tree sap, ignoramus.
I can still hear him saying that.
Ignoramus.
I can still hear it. It was, you know, it is a shame that your dad didn't live. I know.
I would have loved him to meet Brody, man. It would have been cool if he was around today.
No, but I was with your dad for 28 years, and I begged him to stop. I begged him to stop doing the cigarette smoking, the drinking, the snorting, the other drugging, and he just wouldn't listen.
I don't think it was that, though. I think it was more he didn't eat healthy at all, and like he always made an excuse, like if somebody else doesn't make it for him. Like, Dad, you know how to make food.
Well, that was the last couple years, TJ. You guys all ate good when I was there.
I don't think I would buy produce when I was like there too, and I barely saw him ever touch a fruit or a vegetable ever. I'm like, Dad, you can't just eat grilled cheeses all the time. Like, he's like, that's all I know how to fucking make. I'm like, what?
What's that noise?
It's the fire trucks and ambulance, because the hospital's down the street from us.
Oh my God, how's the baby when that shit goes past?
Yeah, you can't. The windows are all soundproof. You can't hear anything in there. We have helicopter fly over us at least on the weekends. It's like the emergency landing. It's like every 2 hours on the weekends.
Oh, well, we have the airplanes come over us because the military bases
cool.
It's way exits. It's pretty far from here, but you know they have to fly over us to get there. Other than that, no big planes. It's just military helicopters and stuff.
Yeah, what's cool is the hospital's right next to the PJs. That's probably going to be one of the bars that I go apply at. Like, I went there and talked to them. They said definitely come in. You know, I told them right now my situation with the baby. They said, yeah, well.
Is it a good country bar or is it a?
No, it's not babe, Mom, it's not country over here at all. It's like.
No, I'm not saying country. You know what I mean, like a
Whelihan's PJ
bar. You know what I mean?
Whatever it's called. It's a sports bar. It's a chain. There's one. They're all over the place in Jersey.
No, a sports bar's okay. You know what I'm talking about.
They built like a nice a deck out back. It's only been there for 10 years. Like, some of the PJs have been around forever, for like 20 years, I believe.
What's it called?
PJ Whelihan's. Whelihan's.
BJ Whelihan's. Okay,
No,
Whelihan's. Yeah, well then,
PJ's with a P.
Didn't Laura work at Whelihan's? She worked at Whelihan's.
Yeah, I believe she did. She was actually. She came by here on I want to say it was Friday. She came by here, or Saturday, and it was nice to like having her meet the baby and everything. She was really cool. She brought us a big thing of diapers, and her husband actually saw like my situation, like the yard and how much yard work I got to do. So ordered me like one of those little plug-in chainsaws so I can like cut more out here because there's a lot that needs to be done.
Just be careful with it and wear fucking goggles, will you?
No, I have goggles. I definitely will be wearing goggles.
Please.
Yeah.
You know, I know you're not used to running a chainsaw, man.
Well, I got pretty much everything done. And the neighbor actually does that kind of work for a living. So he told me anytime that I want to borrow tools, I can borrow from him. But now that I have that, I might actually go knock on his door and be like, you know, give me a little pointers here how to use this thing, because we still got to chop down some of the branches on the tree that fell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're still standing. I mean, they're small branches, but I mean, I want to cut.
And you don't have a fireplace, right?
No, we don't. It's kind of a shame that we don't. It would have been nice if we did.
All right. No, let's just get rid of the wood. You don't want nothing living.
I'm keeping it in the backyard, in the back corner. The guy actually made a thing for all the firewood, because we'll probably have a fire pit in like the fall and stuff, like a little one out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like dig up a fire pit and put some bricks in it?
Yeah,
make a fire pit?
Yeah, we're going to make a fire pit out here. Because we were going to have a pool out here, but Walmart back ordered too many pools, so like they had to cancel our order. I wanted like one of those little pools like I had before out back in Delanco. It was like $200 bucks. But I probably wouldn't have been able to really use it much, but it would be nice if like, yeah, because all my friends have kids and stuff now, like 4-year-olds, 8-year-olds, like.
Yeah, we do that next year.
Yeah, that's what I figured. We'll do it next year.
That's good. It's an above ground that they can't climb up it so easy.
Exactly. We'll order the pool at the end of the summer and use it for next year, because at the end of the summer.
That's what I miss. I haven't swam since I moved here.
Hey man, I'm telling you, get you and Bob get one of those cheap pools, man. They're freaking worth it. I'll tell you.
He doesn't like them at all. He doesn't like pools at all.
Oh, they're so great. I love them.
I know. Well, you know how we are with water. I'm going crazy.
I know. I'm like a water baby, man. I can't help it. I was like raised in water.
Well, yeah, you took the diaper dip, man, when you were what? 3 months old, 4 months old at the Y. Yeah.
What's the diaper dip? When they drop you in the deep end or something?
Well, I took a course. I went to the Y, and I got used to the water. It was called the diaper dip at the YMCA.
I remember as being a baby, like, I mean, well, as I got older and newer babies were coming, I remember you guys used to go in the deep end and put the babies in the deep end, and they'd float right back to the top.
Yeah, but that wasn't there. I did that at the Y. I had instructors do that. I didn't do that at Grandmom's. They all made fun of me, but you knew how I was. I did stuff the way I wanted to.
Well, I remember they did it with, I'm pretty sure they did it with Kurt. I mean, I was
they did it with Kurt and stuff, because Lenore went, I think Lenore took the course too at Kurt. But with you, I went and did the diaper dip. It was like, I think 4 weeks or something like that at the Y. You went 2 or 3 times a week, so you got used to the water and got used to going under the water. And I learned how to do a little bit of CPR and a bunch of other crap. I don't remember hardly it now, but that's how you got used to going underwater and holding your breath automatically. You know, you got used to doing that. You know?
Well, it's certainly.
You know how I was. I was protective of my children. I let nobody tell me anything.
I understand. I mean, I want to be protective. I mean, you should have seen us the first week.
They make fun of me all the time. What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? I said, because I want to. You know?
Oh man, I know.
It was cool. It was the old YMCA in downtown Morristown. It was friggin' awesome, man.
There's an old beta video, black and white, from Uncle John's. It's like when he used to sit that camera outside. It was connected to a beta player, or VHS. You know, it's just a lens and connected to it. And it's like everybody's there. It's like a 4th of July weekend, and I think I went out to the deep end or something. I was like maybe 2.5 years old, because Lee was like maybe 6 months. And yeah, he got mad at Dad because I was like wandering out there by myself, and he was supposed to be watching me. And then it was like a quick little bicker argument. It was funny. It was like, you should be watching him, Tom.
Did I get mad at you?
No, you got mad at Dad for not keeping an eye
on me. Yeah.
I don't know, that's funny.
Yeah, that was all the time. Your dad he didn't go there very often. I could probably count maybe four times.
I maybe have like 4 videos of him there, if that. It's funny seeing him there, though. There's a couple good shots. I took stills and stuff from him. It was pretty cool seeing him.
But you used to have to pull him out of bed to go anywhere, so I just gave up eventually.
I know how he was. Well, you know how he was. I never got to take him out anywhere. I tried so many times to take him places. He'd be like, I gotta stay here and guard the house. I'm like, who the fuck's gonna come to the house? And this is before he started letting all the junkies in there living with him and crap. I mean, you couldn't get him to go anywhere.
But he had them when you guys were little. I had all them junkies coming to the house all the time. I told you that. That's why I used to have to beat them up all the time. You know that.
Yeah, the musician life was a little different back then. They were hooked on some hard stuff.
Yeah, all of them were. I had to beat them all up. John Penfell, all them people, man. All of them. All of them. I wish they would have caught half of that shit on camera, but they didn't. Because I usually did the videotaping when you guys were little, and then you started videotaping, so there wasn't anybody else.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare I lived, but I don't know. I enjoyed my life, but I was in control and didn't let anybody push me around or do anything I didn't want to do.
You can't let people be the boss of you.
They tried, and in the end, they won anyway, didn't they?
That was like your argument. That was your argument with Dad all the time. He would always be like, "You ain't the boss of me." Every time I would hear him when I'm getting up to go to work, I remember just hearing him saying, "You think you're the boss of me? You think you're my little peon worker? Or I'm your little peon worker or something?" I'm like, Dad, like, where do you come up with this crap? Every day was something, man.
Yeah, he lived in a dream world, man.
Yeah, well, he had an easy life after that. He didn't have to do shit but sit at home all the time. He didn't have to do that. I tried telling him many times after you guys split your product, I was like, Dad, get rid of this fucking house, man. He's like, I want to keep it. I was like, you get enough money to live in a nice little small one-bedroom apartment.
And it wasn't even his money, because he was paying the bills.
Oh, I know, that's what I'm saying.
And I put the money down on the first house, and I put the money down on that one. And he would have done that. You guys would have lived in Beverly, and I wasn't going to do it.
I learned that after you guys split up, because I got stuck paying a lot of things. It sucked. And then I was to the point where I stopped paying him. I stopped paying him. I was only handing him like $200 to $400 a month. I was like, Dad, that's all I can squeeze out. I was like, it's unnecessary for me with all these other people living here, too, for me to pay this much. I was like, I clean up, I do all this shit.
He never did anything. Ever, ever, ever. So much as, even when we moved there to Delanco, we stopped after Jimmy Canducci died. That was the last time he worked on a vehicle. I worked on all of them. You remember that? Me changing tires, me putting gas things, I putting hoses on, did everything. Did everything. He never did anything.
Oh, I'm a lazy motherfucker, is what he would say. Oh, I'm a lazy motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what he used to. He was bad, man. Really bad.
Yeah, he was a lazy man. I'm trying not. It sucks because it's in my genes somehow, but I'm not lazy.
Yeah, but you saw that it really didn't bother me because I ran my own life, and he was the one that disrupted that. I didn't do any of that. He did that. He wrecked our lives, and I never forgave him for that. I never talked to him again. Never had nothing ever to do with him again. You know, that was the end of it, man. Well, nobody ever thought he didn't think I would. He didn't think that I was going to leave and not come back. Are you kidding?
Well, it was just him, like, not being in control at all, and the rabbits, and, like, that just freaking drove him insane. He couldn't stand the animal situation.
That wasn't it. That wasn't it. It was Leo taking over our driveway and telling me I couldn't park my cars in our driveway. That's when it all started. Don't you remember that?
No, I definitely remember it.
I mean, how would you like it? I'm paying a mortgage payment. I come home to my own house, and I'm told I can't park my car in my own driveway.
Yeah, that's pretty shit.
And Leo getting in my face and me having a fist fight with Leo here, okay? A boxer. That I grew up with, okay? Did a tour in Vietnam, okay? I knew him my whole entire life. And he knew better. He knew he wasn't going to win. So that's why he had to have me arrested, Leo. And they made all that up. Your dad would have never, ever, ever thought of any of that crap on his own. Ever.
That's what I mean when it depends on who you're hanging around with. They reflect how you react towards people.
And they tried for years to get rid of me. Your Uncle John and Leo conspired together for years. For years.
Mom, let me run inside real quick to grab another drink real quick. It'll take me like 30 seconds.
What are you drinking, TJ?
I'm having my relaxing time. I'm having a beer.
I don't even have a beer.
Yeah.
You're not smoking, are you?
I am when I drink, but I go outside and have them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I roll my own cigarettes. I know. It sucks. I eventually quit. I want to do
I hope so. Don't be smoking around that baby.
No, I never do that. I'm outside with them, and I usually change my shirt, too. So I don't do that around them. I would never do that.
All right, I better let you go.
Okay.
You go have your drink, and I got to go to work tomorrow. I'll try calling you Friday. When's a good time to call you on Friday?
Whenever you can, and I'll call you back. You know, I never get a chance to answer.
So I work Friday night, so I'll call you in the afternoon before I go to work.
Okay, sounds good, Mom.
All right, tell Rebecca I said hi and give the baby a kiss.
I definitely will.
I'm glad everything's working out good today.
It's working out great, Mom.
All right, I love you. Just remember that. I think of you all the time. Just that I don't call you.
You remember I think of you, too. I don't call you all the time, but, you know, I try my best.
Okay, I love you.
I love you, too.
I'll talk to you later.
Tell Bob I said hi.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mom.